And we're live. Hi, everybody. Already seeing the chat being very busy today. Thank you all for being here with me and JJ, otherwise known and her group, Tutah Speaks. We're happy to be here today on 5/5, Cinco de Mayo. And actually, JJ is going to tell us a little bit. I didn't know this. She looked it up and I love it. So I'm going to let her talk a little bit about Cinco de Mayo.
Yeah, I love it. I like to think of it as a Cinco de Spirit. Yeah, so I didn't know all of these years. So I just looked it up really quick, and so I'm sure there's more to the story, but it was in the later part of the 1800s, and you guys probably know this more than me because it was just a Google, but it was about how the underdogs win, and yeah, there was a situation with Mexicans and the French, and there was like 2,000 soldiers fighting 6,000 soldiers, and then they won. So it was this is why they celebrate this day. But community, fill in any of the blanks. So I just really love about. Ali was asking today about what should we do, and I'm like, I don't know. It's the underdogs win day. So
really,
we'll just see how the readings go. How is everybody feeling energetically today, yesterday? I feel like I'm levitating throughout my whole day.
And please let us know, because I read this and then I was just talking with somebody else this morning. The solar eclipse that happened in November is tied to the lunar eclipse that's happening today. Apparently something we started then is ending today, or finishing itself up, or making itself more known to us, which really fascinates me. Because, a lot of people are kind of floating. I admit that I'm probably in that category, and you said you were too. So
yeah, and my teenagers, the females in my family, we really pick it up. My husband is more of a grounded warrior energy, so he's like, "What's wrong with all of you people?" We're like, "Oh my God, I need ginger, something to bring me down."
Yeah. Annie says her head is active, her chakra wise, and it's good. And she let go of some sadness. Well, that's good. That's always great. So Cheryl says, still sort of at a loss of purpose. This is a question you have for us. Okay.
Yeah.
So you're feeling that even more today, perhaps, Cheryl. We'll get back to that question. Honestly, we will. But anybody else feeling?
Somebody said they were feeling anxious.
Okay. Must have missed that one. Let's see.
Up above. Yeah, Viviani.
Viviani is. Oh, yeah. I'm sorry, Viviani. And you don't really have any idea why that feeling is sitting with you. Okay.
But headache all day, Sherry. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we've been feeling like just queasy, and I had to make like a warm lemonade with some ginger and ginger honey, and that seemed to tired and emotional. Yeah, my teenagers, one of them is just like, I'm crying and I don't know why, and I'm like, it's the energy. Yeah. And my other kiddo came home early because they felt dizzy. Yeah.
Oh, and Sue is very tired. Okay. Well, you're crying a lot, Nivra. I'm sorry to hear that. Okay. Well, I'm going to say hello to everybody, and then I'm going to let JJ have Tutah speak and see what we can get a more of a grounding meditation for you.
Look what Michelle said.
Rearranging your apartment because I don't know what I'm feeling, and I'm trying to I always feel better when I rearrange things.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So here's Lauren. I'm moving slowly, but I don't mind it. Not much of an appetite. Trying to, drink as much water, everybody, today. And And Annie, I'm with you, girl, about taking naps. That's really, really good. And you're crying at emotional posts. Okay. It's good
Yes.
you're releasing it. It's good you're, and Michelle, you're kind of releasing too, even though you're moving stuff around. You know, that is a release of energy the way it is. Oh, you're queasy too, Sherry? I'm sorry to hear that. Okay. So I just want to say hi to everybody.
Yeah, it's nice to know that's what I love about the community. It's just like, oh, I feel crappy, but everybody else is too.
Yeah, so there's a good reason for it, and it makes me feel better to know. Yeah, I get it completely. Yep. So Viviani and Craig, it's good to see you. Annie, of course, Nibra, Sue, Butterfly Kisses, Sherry, and let's see, Cheryl Simpson, Sharon Sipe. Oh, Sharon, you're back. Oh, good. Only one channel, Sharon. Lauren Hunsinger, good to see you. Share Nancy Vasquez, Aquila. Let's see. Michelle Williams, rearranging all her furniture. Okay. Jenny. Oh, it's so nice to see all of you here today. Thank you for being here. Wiki. Hershey. Wow. We've got quite a good group of folks here today. Gina. Nice to see you, Gina. Jane the Seeker. Wow. Fabulous. I used to move furniture. I'm a tad older now, so you just move some other things around. It's okay. You know what? I really love that because I remember being married to an ex of mine who wanted everything to stay in the same exact place like forever. You know, this is where we put it, so that's what it's going to be for the rest of our life. And that didn't resonate with me. So, yeah. Hi, Jess. All right. So, hi, Wiki. I think I said hi to you. I'm sorry if anybody I missed, I apologize. I'm going to turn this this sort of healing meditation over to JJ and Tutah. Hi, Flowing.
Yeah, so this is going to be just a little energetic check-in for us. And Annie, I have your book right here. I was telling Allie about it. Oh. And so I like using them as like oracle cards. I ask my yes and no eye what to bring forward. And so I was reading this, and I feel like the energy right now is kind of like squeezing us out as a sponge, like the tears, the emotions. Like I feel like I was easily frustrated, and I'm tired, and so this is just really neat. It's called Reassurance, and let me see. Wow. The part I want to say is, remembering treasures, I will come to you, a path we purposefully illuminate anew. And I do feel like that path right now is opening up for us, and we do get to illuminate it. And I kind of feel like once we squeeze up that energetic sponge out, there is room to start walking down the path, and and absorb what we need to absorb. I do feel like it is time to set some of the ways off to the side and then find some new treasures. So I'm just going to use my language. I'm going to tap into my people. So let's just breathe. Yeah, they are. They're confirming they're confirming. They're saying, that there might be some things in the road to trip us up, but those were like older things. And so I'm seeing that the road is getting cleared off. It's this beautiful dirt road. And and so they're taking the things that we've tripped over, possibly in the past. Yeah, in the past. This isn't any past life stuff. So, tama tuta no bago na tanu katana yema tuna yewa nana yewa. Yeah, it's time to go around the corner. It's time to open up the new doors. Atutana no shitana yewa. Titano shti. Oh, they could be older doors. That's fun. Pama poko yewa moko yewa maye 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 maye. Patutano nana kitana shiwa mama. Wiwa tutano ma ishtita yewa. Pano tano shtita. They said that it's important to rest, and they're saying about Pama tutano no shtitano tanaka yewa yewa tutano ma papaka shtita yewa papakona yewa. Ashtitano nana kwe. Pama payu shima ma yewa yewa tano ninana katana yewa. Ato shema gona kuiwa ushtano paka yewa maka yewa no yewa. Etana tana ishtitano ipapa yewa no mako yewa shewa nuna. Yeta yeta yeta. Anu nana ka iwa ye. Tano wa yi shewa no ayeka. Anu tano ma yewa kuka yewa shtitai. Anana tano ka yewa. Ashtitano tano ka yewa ma yewa tutana yewa. And just letting that go where it needs to go. Something that was really interesting is because this is a bit of a time of in between doing this and doing that. They were talking about those things that did trip us up before. Instead of just moving them to the side, like it's clutter, but you're just moving the clutter, they're saying there is a place for those items that did trip us up. So they're saying instead of just moving them to the side and cluttering up the side of the road, they're saying that there are places for those to go. It's almost like a bit of a rite of passage or a little bit of a ceremony for those things that did trip us up. It's kind of like just acknowledging those, whether we're aware or unaware of it, and knowing that it goes somewhere else. But it's not along our path anymore. And they were also saying that they made my throat, my voice, like feel really tired. And they said that this is a time to rest. That, with the fatigue that's coming in and whatnot. And they're saying, they said it in a really funny way. They said, this is the time when we're lacing up our shoes, knowing that we're going to be moving, like there's going to be movement, but this is the time when we're lacing up our shoes.
Wow.
So I thought that was really neat. I haven't gotten that message before. So,
wow.
Yeah. And so we are open to readings.
Yeah. Yep. Oh, Jess, you've had COVID for 3 weeks. Oh, you need a healing, girl. Oh, you poor thing. I'm so sorry to hear that. And yes, I felt like there was some things loosening up in myself and learning. And I've been working really hard to let go. And it's interesting because I'm the one that never was able to let go. And my husband was always after me about letting go. And now he's not letting go of something. And guess who gets to remind him he needs to let go? So, yeah. Yep. Let go of what no longer serves. Yeah.
And I know for me and my children and actually my mom, so this must be an ancestral thing where we just teach each other. But it's like sometimes you're not even aware of the things that you're holding on to. And then it'll just like, boom. It's just like, oh my God, I remember this from school. Why? Why am I remembering or dreaming about this now? And so just know that there might be some things you're holding on to that you're unaware of, and that's okay.
That's very true. And isn't the energies of these times that we're in and these different astrological configurations, Pluto going back in retrograde, Mercury in retrograde, full moon, it's almost like we're getting a huge cocktail. But I love that. I love that with the tying up the shoes.
I love it. Yeah,
it is. It reminds me when I was a kid. You know, you'd put on these. We used to have these sneakers called PF Flyers, and supposedly you were able to fly with them.
Ooh.
And that's the image that I got. But you had to get your parents to tie them up first, or you'd be tripping over them.
Yeah.
You know, you'd be tripping over them. So yeah. Oh, good, Cheryl. I'm glad you released. That's really good. All right. So we got some questions. We'll start working on them here. All right. So let's see. So Cheryl says she's still really sort of at a loss about what her purpose is. Am I a medium or a psychic or just a person with a lot of knowledge? Okay, Cheryl. I get it. You did, Lauren, yeah.
Okay, Cheryl, I am looking forward to meeting with you, you know, for an individual journey. I'm looking forward to that. Thank you for reaching out. I'm also checking in. I'm checking in with your physical body, and they have let me see, which level is it? There, you know, in Peter Pan, where his shadow is disconnected, and then Tinkerbell sews it up so the shadow is there again. They want to do something like that for you, because it's like reaching out, wondering. It's almost as if like there's this echolocation to like from your heart space, and from like your third eye, like where is it? When's the echo coming back? And they're also bringing in the boomerang as well. It's like, you know, you cast it out, something needs to come back. So what I'm getting is you have your physical body, and there's something that we're going to call in, almost stepping into it like it's your second self, or if it is, they're not saying, I like to think of us as 4 layers, but it's something about spirit. Is this in their best and highest good? Okay, yeah. Okay. So just imagining, we'll just start at the feet, calling in, and we can see it as, I know shadow has some weird feelings here and there, but I really like the shadow and the shadow work. But that's how I'm just going to see it as your reflection. So I'm just going to be calling that back. Together, we'll be calling that back. So just be with me, Cheryl, energetically. And the thing that they're attaching this back, they're using words. Anonana ma pakwe shewa ma yewa wa shiri tanokana ishtita yewa aye tano ishtitana yewa yena tanoka ushtitana yewa pako yewa ye ta no yewa shewa. And they're bringing in like a childlike feeling. They're like, and then we'll just take some Elmer's glue and we'll just put some Elmer's glue just for the so it's not just on the outside, it's in the middle. So it's very playful, very childlike. And they're explaining that it's not something that you necessarily lost, because I was like, well, this is childlike. So I'm asking all these questions. It's just something that's supposed to be coming into your life right now, is how best described. And so when something like that does come in, just I love just thinking about it and just making sure that it's like a beautiful nesting, like what can you do for yourself to be nice and healthy during this time and welcoming for this? It makes my heart feel happy. So it's like a rejoicing kind of feeling. And then because it was sewn on with words, I'm thinking, I don't know, do you do automatic writing or automatic drawing at all, Cheryl?
She said she had Elmer's glue lid stuck on her fingertip and they had to cut it off. I think that's funny. Yeah. Yeah.
I liked putting the Elmer's glue all over my hands.
Uh-huh.
And when it dried, I would peel it off.
Uh-huh. So yeah, you wanted to know if she's tried automatic writing.
That was just like a little thought that popped up into my head.
She always writes stuff out. She has a website. Okay. Ooh. Excellent, Cheryl.
Share your website. I'd like to check that out.
Yep, please do. Please do. So I got here that you are reflecting on a lot of things right now, and your home has rainbows around it. Look at that. Just gorgeous. They're proud of the resilience that you have in what you're doing. And look at this. You're going to meet with JJ, apparently. Spiritual guidance coming your way. That will help you rise. There you go. Yeah. Wow. Hi, Kim. Okay. Thank you so much, Cheryl. Thank you for that. And if you would put up your website so we can all check it out, we'd love to. It's always nice. Yeah.
You're welcome.
You're welcome. All right. So we've got Wiki here. She was going on a trip to Italy. She said her trip hit a snag. Will my brother-in-law get his visa in time?
Okay.
So Wiki, I get, this is your celebration that you're going on. But there will be some meaningful coincidences, which of course is synchronicity. But it looks like there might have to be third-party interference. So maybe you could, I know that my son-in-law needed to go to Romania and he had to get a visa right away because his mom was passing. And he contacted the state, the congressman. So have him contact his congressman if he needs to.
That's a really good tip. And I was checking in, and of course I'm asking like a million questions in the background. And and the only thing that they allowed me to see was there's still some things up in the air. So I'm not getting a yes or no. And I am seeing I saw like his foot was stuck in like like roots when you're walking in the forest. I can see that his foot is caught. So I think it's out of his hands at this point.
Yeah.
So, but I don't get a yes or no. I apologize for that.
Yeah, it's hard to tell. It's in that unknown place at this point. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right. Here's one from Hypnicity. Her crown is hot today and yesterday. Why? Because King Charles is getting ready to have his put on, maybe? No.
Queen Hypnicity.
That's right.
Let's see. They keep showing me stoking the fire, stoking the fire. Stoking the fire, which like burns off. I'm seeing it like the stuff that it's burning off is kind of unnecessary, like static in a way. It's hard for me to explain, but like the heat is burning off. I'm just seeing it as I see these people walk along the roadway and they have these flamethrowers and they like char the ground. And it's, I don't know if that's for weeds, but that's what
It's
I'm
for
thinking.
Cleansing. Yeah.
Yeah, cleansing. Thank you.
Yeah.
That's perfect. Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, I can see that in my mind. And it's interesting. I think that the guides were trying to be funny because the first thing I got was it's summer, but not here in Washington. And she lives in Washington State.
Yeah.
But look what I got. I got a leader, and look what she has on.
Oh my gosh.
And then I got bravery, and she's got one on too.
Mm-hmm.
So it looks to me as though you're leading the way in getting this thing burned off, perhaps. Stay brave. It won't last very long. But I would like to think that it is heating up, for cleansing, because that's what fire does. Fire cleanses, even though we don't like to think of it, certainly for a house or something like that. But yeah, isn't that something else? Yeah. Hi, Warrior Girl. Thank you, dear. Thanks for coming through. All right. Wow. I love that.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Deb Pye would like a message. Am I on the right path? I love that she's got that pretty little bird there.
Mm-hmm.
Mm. Hey, hi, Barbara.
They're showing me right away because I'm like, are they on the right path? Mm-hmm. And I'm seeing that they're like, don't go down that way. That way's too easy. That way, everybody goes that way. And I see you actually working on a side, like it's your own path. So you're not they're just showing me like, no, I'm not going to go down that one that's already there. I'm going to go off to the side. And you're in construction mode, if that makes sense. Like you are, and it's not even like it's a hassle. It seems like, because I'm like, oh, well, it's, it's heavy to like move the gravel, to move the dirt, to like make sure it's, you're happily doing it, happily making your own way.
Wow.
I appreciate people like you.
First one I got is rooted. And so, I believe you are rooted. Look at this, a root that's tying your home. Mm-hmm. And that probably is your physical body, not necessarily a building. So you're rooted to the earth and you have that kind of earth energy inside you, which is fabulous. A lot of people are not grounded. And yet you appreciate a box of rain from the sky. So you get things raining down on you and bringing you the nurturing and the cleansing of the rain. I love this one. It says you are kindred. And what it says on that little building there is follow your heart.
Oh, beautiful.
And so I get a sense that if you must feel you're on the right path. If you're feeling comfort in that right path, I think you'd be told otherwise. So I'm feeling that you are. It says you're getting ready to set sail on something grand and glorious, whatever that might be. So just enjoy the journey. Wow. Yeah,
I really love that because it's the rooted, but it's also the movement as well. That's
right.
cool.
And also you're connected to the rain, so you're connected to the sky. Yeah. Wow. Yeah, these cards are amazing to me. They bring out such wonderful messages, honestly. Thank you, Deb. I hope that helps. Just so you guys know, this is the list. I have Viviani, Nancy, Hershey, Nivra, Bernie, and Kim. Okay? Thank you so much. All right.
Yeah, Deb says that they're ready to break out of a job. Yep. New path.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. Yep. I would say it's time. Okay. May I have a reading about what I need to know now, please? Of course, Viviani. No problem. Annie, can you put it up again, Annie? I didn't see it. Would you mind, please? Thank you.
So I instantly got I got beautiful script, like writing and how that applies. They're saying elegance and grace. Elegance and grace. Like actually taking the time, like not rushing. There's like an elegance and grace with the time. And then they brought me Annie, I'm referencing your book again, to one of the writings called Shuffling Past. And the part of the poem is we can all be clear channels in the ever-changing now. That makes so much sense right now.
Wow. Yeah.
Breathe in the creator and goddess will help you somehow. I know this to my bones, and I've bet my soul's worth on the fact that you will realize creation's greater girth. And I have like goosebumps everywhere. So
yeah. That's really cool. So yes, I get a new perspective coming in, Viviani, and it's communication. That's exactly what you were just talking about. Messages coming in, a lot of messages coming in, and them trying to communicate with you brings to a blossoming for you. Things will start to bloom because, and don't doubt it, you are in tune. You already are in tune.
Oh, so that's a great card. That's sweet.
I know. Isn't it sweet? There you go. All right. Thank you. Thank you, Annie. I got it. Yep. All right. All right, Nancy Vasquez, what change will come in career-wise?
So they're instantly making my throat tighten up. So it has to do with communication. Tano tamabako tanumabaka ishti tano ewa. Pano tano shti tano kayema tanana shti tai. Yetanama ishti tano tanamapaka yetanama shti tano kayema tanakayewa. Yetana tano shti ta. So I keep thinking like, well, maybe it's what I'm seeing means this, and maybe, but the thing that is the message that I'm getting is that it's like something appears to be what it is, And but that's not what it is.
Ah,
It just happened to me 3 times. They showed me something and I'm like, oh, well, that must mean this. And they're like, no. And then they did it 3 times. So I'm not sure if there's something that you're looking in the future for, but it's not what I'm getting. And of course, this is entertainment purposes only, is that it's not exactly what it seems.
oh. Hmm. Well, maybe that's why I got the scorpion first. I don't know. Scorpion is control. Maybe somebody wants to control your new career choice. I don't know. Or the people you work for want to stay with you, you to stay with them, I mean. But it looks like it's a fluid situation right now, Nancy. And so, let it go. It's natural movement. Don't resist it. Allow yourself to be in the flow, because we got the safe. You're safe, number one, but look at the money. Look at the money. And it's saying what you value is safe, and protect what's yours. So I believe that something's going to come of it, but you've just got to sort of release the outcome right now until and let it be fluid until you know for sure. So, all right. Thank you so much. Oh, Annie says, thank you for sharing the poems. May they comfort and help our loving community. That's so nice. It's so beautiful that you can. I know. It really is. All right. So Hershey's wondering about the energy that's around her currently.
I'm wondering if you feel, you know how you can push like your light body, or some people call it like the aura, like that energy that is around us. Have you ever played around with that? Like, how you can expand it, and then sometimes you have to breathe it in a little bit closer.
Hmm.
Oh, I like big cat energy.
Wow.
It's almost like breathing. Yeah. So it's like breathing life into this area around you. Sometimes I know I forget about this all the time, because I'm like, I'm this physical being, but then it's just like, it's nice to bring in the breath, like pushing out, not even pushing out. It's just like expansion, and then bring it back in and expand, like breathing some new life into it.
Mm-hmm.
Because when I was checking in with the energy around, it seemed like it was close, and could use some breathing into it. Um,
Hmm.
is how
Well,
else?
I'm getting a lot about. It looks like working with it from home, so to speak. I got a dreamer here first. So, you're watch your dreams. I'm going to just say that it could be that you are already feeling the big cat energy around you, so you don't need to have your dreams watched, but that might be helpful. I'm getting that you're spending time at home, which you love, and that's good for you. And then you get a yes, a great big yes to what? To solitude.
Hmm.
So I agree with that. And from what JJ/Tutah says, perhaps that you know moving into that energy is going to bring you some kind of solace or movement. Um, you're probably doing that already, and if you are, just keep doing it. So, yeah.
Yeah, I really love exploring those ideas too, like the big cat. Like,
Uh-huh.
what does it look like? Give some attention to it, like, because cats love attention. What does
Yeah.
it look
Yeah.
like? What does it feel like?
Mm-hmm.
Does it have a smell? Like, give attention to the cat.
Right.
I love exploring things like that.
Yeah. because there's got to be, maybe that's one of your spirit guides, of course, or one of your power animals. Is it a panther? Is it a lion? Is it a cheetah? Whatever. Yeah, that's really cool. Thank you, dear. And I hope I'm pronouncing. I don't know if it's Nivra or Nivra, so I apologize. Hopefully, get the right pronunciation. I'm at a loss to relationships right now. Why certain people have come into your life. Okay. So you're not having people leave. You're having people come in. That's what I'm getting. Okay.
They would like to the way they're anyways. So they want to go ahead and just check in with your energy centers. Some people call them chakras, and they're just boosting those a little bit, because when certain people do come into our lives, sometimes, like, I think about that too, like, why did this person, like, what was I calling in at this moment? So if we boost up these energy centers, so Tutah is just going to do that. The teacher is and this can be for everybody. Be vibrant with your colors. And make sure they're just talking about it expands, but the outside of the energy center, just running our hands over this circle, making sure there's no scratches, any burrs, just giving it like a nice polish. Aye tau e tanashti tanui kayewa manuewa. Atu tanoshti tanu kayewa. Seems like it gets a little sticky. Patu tanoshti tan, the throat area. Panu pakoshti tana yewa ma yewa. And they're showing it like if these are bowling balls, and they're like, get out the rag, and we're like shining up
Shine it up.
Shine it up. And just paying attention to like the pelvic floor area, that energy center. Pama mama yewa wabakana maishtitayewa. Yetano panuka ishtitau kayewa. And they're saying if any part of your body needs, and for anybody, if it needs a little bit of extra love and attention, like if there's anything going on in the lower stomach pelvic area, they're saying you can, again, very childlike, they're like, take a straw and put it in the energy center and like blow in this healing, could be like healing smoke, healing energy. And they're like, you can even whistle to build it, to boost it. So just shining up the rest of the energy centers. The bottom one likes to have a little dirt on it, so we'll leave some dirt there.
Well, it's exactly what, I mean, I've got the same, I got the soda bottle, but it says right here, get your energy back. Yeah. I think these people are attracted perhaps to your energy, and that can be very draining at times if they're sort of vampires, and I don't even know if people really realize they're just sort of clingy, but make sure you do your protection. And I love the ideas that you gave her for doing that. And they're telling you to stay grounded as well, knowing that things do branch out at times. We have and leaves come and leaves go, and people leave and people come, the leaves come and the leaves go. But protect your heart. If it hurts your emotions, or if you're feeling as though someone's pushing something that you're not ready for, and that doesn't even mean a loving relationship, just anything, being too, sometimes you can be overwhelmed with people's energy. Like they'll say, oh, you're my friend now. Oh, how about for coffee every day? Or let's do this, or sometimes we don't have the time to do something like that. And so, yeah, protect your heart, dear. Very good.
Yeah, I do like I feel so energetically better from that. So thank you for bringing that question. And,
Yeah.
and I do like the idea of, shining ourselves up so that what does come,
Uh-huh.
whether it's something that drains us or some energy that we gain from them or whatnot, that, like
Mhm.
you kind of feel like neutral in yourself.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And yes, Melinda says she loves the bowling balls and polishing the bowling balls. I
Yeah.
love it.
It's just like they're
Yeah.
showing me them.
Uh-huh. They have, and it's really funny. I grew up on the East Coast, and they have a thing called candle pins, and they also have
Yeah.
duck pins, which are the
Yeah.
smaller balls,
Mhm.
but the big ones, oh my God, and they're different weights and sizes,
Yeah.
and all I could imagine is carrying those around. It's like having too much in your backpack, Oh,
Yeah.
that's exhausting. It's
Yeah.
exhausting. That's beautiful. Thank
Mhm.
you. All right, Bernie girl. What's your purpose on earth? I feel like I should be helping others. Well, I will give you a piece of news that I got from Wayne Dyer, who I absolutely adore, and was reading his book. And the first thing he said was, no matter what else you do, be of service to others. So, you're right. You should be helping others. And that doesn't mean like you have to be a surgeon or anything, Yeah.
It's so interesting, Allie. You said news, and you said the news, and that's the first thing I got was like a newspaper, and it's like, what did the newspaper people? What would they holler out? I want to say hear you, but I don't think that, like, read all about it. Yeah, just read all about it. Like,
read all about it. Yeah.
yeah, I do. I feel like it's kind of like for like reporter energy, like
Uh-huh.
reporting the energy, and I got goosebumps with that. So it's like somehow it's like curiosity, investigation, communicating
Mhm.
what that is out to the masses, like here,
Yeah.
read all about it. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
that's what I get, and that does help others. Yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely helps others. For the longest time, it was like, what is my legacy? What am I supposed to do? I tortured myself with it. And when I just read that simple line that he said, it made me feel so,
Extra. Yeah.
oh yeah, and letting it go. Yeah, extra,
Thank
extra,
you.
read all about it. Yeah,
Thank
very
you.
good.
I'm like, hear
Yes,
you, hear you. That's court, isn't it?
that's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they're calling out too. So you are the princesses of the borderlands. And so what this means, look at this. I love this. It reminds me of the little jewelry boxes that little girls used to get, little pink jewelry boxes with the ballerina. But what it's telling me is that you work between two worlds all the time. Well, we all do, but you balance yourself very well between the two worlds, because the ballerina has to stand on her tiptoes in order to turn around and to do what she's doing. So between heaven and earth, or the other side, or the different dimensions, you're balancing that really, really well. And you bring serendipity to wherever you go. So, it looks like a bunch of rides and everything, but then look at the bottom. It says home. There's the word home. So you bring serendipity to others everywhere, but also at home. And so they're grateful for the work you do. Show your gratitude for the ability to just be of service to others. Maybe smile at them, say hello, how's your day going? All those things really do matter. We don't think they're very big, but they really, really are. So, yeah.
Yeah, and I like asking that question, like when we are confused, like, how may I be of service? Yeah.
Right.
How may I be of service?
How many of you, without being walked all over? I mean, obviously, we have to be careful that we're not doormats either.
Yeah,
But
life lessons.
yeah, we have to balance it. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, Cheryl, your mom was a ballerina. Well, that's really cool. All right. All right. So Kim is wondering if time money situation for May, if we know anything about that for her.
It's so interesting, Kim, how you put like time and money together. Time and money. You know, both things have a value.
Yep.
Okay, Kim, I wrote down time and money, and I was just like, okay, so the money goes up. And so I did an arrow going up right next to the money. And I'm like, so what does that mean about time? And time had an arrow going to the side. So it's just like, and then I saw you trying to like kind of wrestle with the directions that everything's going in and making sure that they line up. And it's almost like trying to like wrestle a bear or hold back a river. It's like if you try to hold back a river, it's like there's no great outcome with that. So I was just thinking about the alignment of the time and the money. So for May, they're saying so I do see the money has an upwards arrow. And as far as time goes, for that, just don't wrestle trying to line those two things up. And that's probably not even your question or how you meant it, but that's what my people are saying. Yeah.
So the minute you said hold back a river, I said damned.
Damned.
I did. Yeah. Not in a bad way though. I'm thinking to myself, we don't want to dam up the river, right?
Yeah.
Because we want to let it flow. Yeah. So we've got to release it. We got to let it flow. And so we've got to let money and time flow into the right way that it needs to come in. And in order to do that, we have to release our attachment to it, which is very difficult to do.
Yeah, because it may not go in a straight line. It could, I feel like there's a different branch, a branching of the river.
It is. And I'm getting dice first. And what I'm getting is that you're weighing risks perhaps with, and I think that that's what JJ Tutah said, both of them, because they said, you're trying to figure out how to get things all set. Okay. And then it says here that some of what you're going through is ancestral karma.
Ooh.
And that can be healed in this lifetime. So whatever that is that you're dealing with, you might want to just ask for a release of ancestral karma. And that actually works both up and down the line of ancestry. It's telling you just to be vigilant, to let it go and be vigilant, and to, that you're rebuilding from perhaps job loss and other things that you've had to do, losses that you've had. And so it's saying to take your time, and you're going to get there, but let it go. Let it go. Yeah.
And when you pulled the DNA, you showed the DNA card, it was really interesting because I felt like somebody was like sending a gift to help with that. And
Oh,
it almost felt like it was a feather, like blowing in this feather to just know that you're not alone with that. You have, and that I was checking in to see who it was, but they won't show me who or what it is. Somebody is helping.
that's awesome. It's always nice to know we've got our ancestors on. And don't be afraid of whatever you call your guides or your ancestors or your angels, whatever it is that you don't be afraid to ask them. We think automatically they're going to come in when we need them, but they don't do that. They don't butt in unless we ask them. So, anyway, yeah, yep. Good luck, Kim. Always sending you love. So Annie Bear wonders, why did her heart get tight when you spoke the first light language?
They're talking about, they're showing me a heart. And how like a wounded heart would be wrapped. And if it was the wounded heart, you would have to, wrap it tight to staunch the leakage. But then they're saying that the heart, once it heals and the leakage is gone, then the heart, is like getting bigger. So sometimes those things that we needed, needs to be released. So they're showing me taking like the surgical scissors to the thing that was wound around it. And things that bind can be limiting as well as protective. I do feel like as a species, when we come here, when we start, for some reason, we don't remember everything. Like who we were, what our purpose is, and whatnot. And I feel like as we step and we go to those paths that people were asking questions about, and how to be of service and this or that, I do feel like, there's growth, and it's not just us getting older. It's just the information we're collecting, the places that we go. So when this language came through for me, Annie, it was about releasing, it had something to do with the Trail of Tears and releasing my sorrow, releasing my grief. And I feel like a lot of times when I'm speaking it, some of the feedback that I do get is that it feels like home, that it feels, that there are tears, it feels familiar. So I would think that if I was really missing my home, whether that be like star people, off planet, just like your beginning, I would feel as if my heart would be tight and just kind of missing something that we didn't know we were missing. That would feel like a little bit of a tightness. That's how I'm going to explain that.
and she says the light language used to make her cry for the ancient ones, but cry for joy. She's not sad, but it's sort of a conflicted feeling that she's having. That's so interesting, Annie. Thank you for telling us about that, because I love listening to the light language, and it works on so many levels. And I even find myself feeling just a sense of calm, a sense of grounding, a sense of saying, honoring the ancients, whoever they are, like you say. That's beautiful. Yeah. So now I get for you to take flight with what it is. Take flight, enjoy it, go into it. Look at the beauty and look at it's almost like there's a pink butterfly heart there. And it's wanting you to know that because you're feeling it, you're getting the full meaning of it. And you are the heart's caretaker. And they're saying, take take time to care for your heart center. Take time to feel your heart center. And they said, we send you all this love. Look at that. There's a lot of love surrounding you, Annie. So, and yeah, Terry, yeah, it massages her soul. Yes, that's wonderful explanation. That is a wonderful explanation. Yeah. Yep. And Cheryl says, and this is true, you do help a lot of people with your Tutah.
Yeah, I love the emergence of the light language. It came through all at once, and then I had to dance with it for a little while to like figure out what it was. And I mean, you know, sometimes you have to release the knowing, because I mean, I
let it work through you. Yeah.
Luckily, I couldn't hold back the river. So
yeah. Nope, you didn't want to dam that one up. No way. And there's another lady that I work with. Her name is Dina, and she does the light language, but she sings. Oh, and it's beautiful. It is. And I love all the iterations of light language, because it just shows that it's one of those things that hasn't been explored enough yet. And all of you are opening up this new and beautiful way of being able to connect us all and connect our hearts. And it just brings a lot of joy to a lot of people. So
yeah, and I really love too thinking about it like telepathically, how there's just some people I know, like my kiddo, like she'll say something or I'll say something that we were just thinking about. And I love that how this language comes out and it's not English, that you know, that everybody understands a piece of it. So it's kind of in its own way, a telepathic.
It is. It's part of a universal language that music is as well. So it is using the voice. So yes, absolutely. Well, that's nice, Kim. Thank you. We're proud of the support you all give us here in this community. I want to thank everybody for your comments. I would love to have thank my moderators as well. No copyright issues.
I love that.
That's a good one, Cheryl.
I love that.
It is good. Yeah. Yeah. It is a music. It is a universal language. Yes, Amanda, I agree. Thank you. Thank you, JJ, as always. And you beautiful people that are always willing to share with us here. And love and light language is always beautiful for us to hear. So did you have anything else you wanted to say before we leave today?
I do have on Mother's Day, I'm going to be taking over for Debbie. It's supposed to be Freebird Spirits time to be on the couch, but I think she's going to be with you, Allie.
That's true. She's going to be down. Yeah.
And doing some spiritual stuff. So I'm going to be taking over, and we're doing, since it's Mother's Day, we're going to do Mother Nature readings.
Oh,
kind of channeling through Mother Nature for information, what people might need to hear. And then later that day is the healing light that we do with Kevin, the healing medium. And that's just pure energy. There won't be any speaking. That's just pure energy healing.
Oh, beautiful. How beautiful.
So if you have like the call for some healing or connection on Mother's Day, you guys can go over to my channel or Kevin's channel. So
fabulous. And please like and subscribe to JJ's channel. And hopefully we'll be back together sometime next month, because we like to try to come on once a month. And so thank you. Thank you again. Have a great day, everybody. Thank you. Bye-bye.